Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 7 science. So dear students, today onwards we are going to start the revision classes for the midterm examination. So today let me start with the revision of first lesson. So now what I am going to do is just I am going to explain the highlights of the lesson and the important concept just I am going to discuss with you. So as much as possible I will cover it up. Within 2 periods I will cover one lesson within 2 periods, so that you have to concentrate on the important concepts. Okay dear students, first we must know the definition of the nutrition. Okay, so what is nutrition you must remember. Okay, so we know that different kinds of components of food that we call them as a nutrients. So why the nutrients are important for our body? So nutrients are important for our body because they help us to grow, they help to repair the damaged cells, and also they give the energy to perform different functions and provide the energy. Okay, so what is nutrition? See, nutrition, it is the mode of taking of food by an organism and its utilization by the body. Okay, means the method by which the organism takes the food and how it utilizes. So this process is called nutrition. So there are two types of nutrition. Okay, we can find, so that is autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So dear students, remember these two concepts. So auto means self, trophos means nourishment. So the organisms which make their own food for themselves from simple substances are called autotrophic mode of nutrition. For example, plants are the autotrophs, and the all the other animals, including human beings, they are all the depending upon the plants for their food. So that's why they are called heterotrophs, and such kind of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, so now let's go for the next concept, that is cell. So cell is a structural and functional unit of an organism. It is like a bricks of a building. Okay, so cell is covered with a enclosed with a one kind of membrane, thin outer membrane, we call it as a cell membrane. And in the center of the each cell there is a distinct and centrally located spherical structure is there, that we call it as nucleus, which controls all the functions of the cell. Okay, it's a master. Then the nucleus of the cell is surrounded by a thin jelly like substance, we call it as cytoplasm. Okay, now let's go for the next concept. See, so the photosynthesis process which takes place in the leaves. Okay, so the leaves make use of the carbon dioxide from the air which is present there, and it is absorbed by the tiny pores present in the leaf. Okay, so these tiny pores we call them as stomata. Okay, these stomata are covered by a gourd cells. Okay, so now the leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, so this chlorophyll helps to capture the energy from the sunlight, which is this energy is used to prepare the food or synthesize the food. Okay, from by using carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so since the process of photosynthesis takes place in presence of sunlight, such a process is called as photosynthesis. Okay, so we find that chlorophyll, water, and carbon dioxide, sunlight, these are all very much necessary to carry out the process of photosynthesis. Question can be asked, what is photosynthesis and what are the necessary things for the photosynthesis? Okay, you must remember this all. Okay, so next we will move for the next concept, that is, see, after the process of photosynthesis, what is released? Oxygen gas is released. Okay, so question can be asked, write the equation for the photosynthesis. You can write very simple words. Carbon dioxide and water are the necessary raw materials, and which is takes place in presence of sunlight. Chlorophyll. Okay, the food prepared is carbohydrate or glucose we call, and along with that oxygen is released. So look at the diagram. See, question can be asked, draw a picture of a stomata. Okay, or draw a section of leaf. So that is mentioned here. So look at that diagram here, chlorophyll, guard cells, and stomata. Or else only section of stomata also can be asked. You have to draw and practice this one. So in this diagram you can see carbon dioxide is absorbed by the leaves and removed, and oxygen is released, and water and minerals are absorbed by the leaf root part of the plant, and chlorophyll present in the leaf, and which is absorbed, light energy is captured by the chlorophyll. Okay, so during the process of photosynthesis, oxygen is released, and ultimately carbohydrates are produced, which is gets converted into starch. Okay, so dear students, let me stop here my revision part, and in tomorrow's period let me continue the remaining part of the revision. So in that, so I will discuss about the three types of nutrition, that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition, saprotrophic mode of nutrition, and symbiotic mode of nutrition. Thank you and have a nice day.